Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. We're coming to you today with one of the biggest events the sport has to offer. It's the NBA All-Star Game. The greatest players from around the league have gathered here for a battle of East versus West. And to bring you right into the action, Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll talk to you again at the half.
Welcome, fans, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with our analysts Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. So happy you've joined us. So with Nash sitting on the bench, this is who Scott Brooks has out there. They've got Kobe. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Bynum in at the center position. And for the East All-Stars, we've got Anthony. Derrick Rose is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Howard, and it's LeBron in at the four-man position. Anthony. Some solid D here from Bynum. Griffin kicks to Durant, and no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds.
Eastern All-Stars ball.
Here's Rose. Defended by Paul. Paul against Rose. He feeds it to LeBron. And it's sent back by Bynum. And here's the West with the ball. And Kobe throws it down.
Aggressive transition game leads to the easy hoop.
Yeah, I love to see these guys just trampolining to the hoop.
1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about how he was going to get the All-Stars comfortable playing with each other, and he said, we're just going to keep our sets very simple and let them go out and make plays. I took one look at the roster and knew all I had to do was get out of the way, and we'd have success. Should be fun to watch, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Great D that time from LeBron. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
Yeah, no question. If I'm them, I'm definitely going 2-for-1.
Rose kicks to LeBron. Over Bynum. Griffin grabs the board.
Now, it would have been fun to see him pull it off, but...
Oh!
That should be absolutely illegal. Great lob, great catch, perfect execution on the alley-oop.
And not just with any old finish either. The big stuff.
Yeah, little something for everybody, Kevin.
Now here's Wade. Howard, the pass to Rose. Shoots over Griffin. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
I think he caught the defense off balance there. I think he just sort of lost the touch on the release, kind of short arm.
Got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to 2. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And here comes Paul. So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Williams at the 1.
Man, guys, you just got to love this offensive skill set. I mean, that's what he does, and that's who he is.
Wade against Paul. LeBron outside. Hibbert, he's guarded by Bynum. Clock at 6. No good. Some solid D here from Bynum. And here is Paul. Here's Westbrook. Anthony with the defensive effort.
That's a good shot. High percentage.
Can't complain about that one.
Ball against Williams. Here's LeBron. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Seems like that finger roll just comes naturally to him. Great touch.
Outside Durant. over Anthony. And Kevin Durant again. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, they've got to do something defensively because he's been unstoppable.
And defensively, Steve, your only choice now is to double him. I mean, I don't think there's another option.
Now here's Wade. Chris Paul covering. Wade gets the bucket.
Now defensively, you have to question the effort, but nice play there.
Paul outside from 20 feet out. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Paul. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter.
Paul is whistled for reaching in. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, team's first. Substitution.
19 seconds left in the second quarter. Williams dishes to LeBron. Griffin grabs the board.
Looked like he squirted that one off a little too quickly there. The defense really was never in the play.
1 second left. Kobe gets the bucket. Kobe's got his second bucket of the game to go. And so that's the end of the first half.
Kevin Durant has been getting it done.
It looks like we made it to another Friday. Time now for the halftime break.
History in the making, ain't you feeling it? They say I'm on some shit.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Here's Paul. So with Nash sitting on the bench, this is who Scott Brooks has out there. Griffin is out there with Andrew Bynum. Then there's Kobe, and it's Durant, and it's Paul in at the one spot. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Hey, Kevin. Well, it's no secret that Tom Thibodeau's defensive scheme is very detailed, often relying on statistical breakdowns. As former NBA MVP Kobe Bryant says of his schemes, the guy's a lab rat. He'll stay in there and figure things out and figure percentages out and who's doing what. He really focuses on the task at hand. Guys, it's a proven method, that's for sure.
Thank you, Doris. You can't argue with the results of Thibodeau's work ethic.
No, that's for sure. And, you know, having the success he's had as a defensive mind doesn't come by accident. This is a guy who puts in countless hours watching film and devising schemes.
1:21 left in the third. Outside Durant. Takes the three. Gets the bucket. Durant's got 11 points.
He is extremely comfortable behind that three-point line. I mean, especially when you give him that kind of room to operate.
And taken away by Paul. Lobs the alley-oop. Oh!
A superb alley-oop there. Prime time play.
Well, they had that one standing by, just waiting to pull it out.
There's definitely a sense of understanding between those two teammates, that's for sure.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
They seem to have lost their mojo offensively. Probably a good time out here to try to get a play in and jumpstart their offense.
The East making a switch. Iguodala's checked in. Marc Gasol's checked in for the West. Westbrook comes in for Chris Paul. Here is Rose. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Guarded now by Durant. There's the three. Can't get it to go. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Now Griffin inside.
Oh, mercy!
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
They're just trying to get out and outrun their opponent, and that's exactly what's happening.
And I like the way the game plan is working quite nicely right now. I mean, they're running right by him and racking up a bunch of fast break points.
32 seconds left to play here in the third. And they get it. Here's Wade. And the layup is up and in. Wade's got 6.
What a great example of how to set a good pick. He really allowed his man a wide open look.
Westbrook against Rose. For three, Durant. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Gets it up. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. What a game. Now, while we've got a moment, we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for our Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, our spark of the game goes to the West All-Stars for that major surge. They continue to add to their advantage as nothing has been able to throw them off their game. This has been an eye-popping performance by them.
Doris, thanks. That run, Clark, really propelled them.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, it got their confidence up and gave them the kind of swagger you like to see in a team.
Yeah, gave them the edge for sure because look at the opponent. I mean, they are kind of down on themselves right now. The body language, not where it needs to be.
So with Wade on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Howard is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Johnson in at the 2. Inside to Bosh. Now Rose, picked up by Kobe. Tipped away. Westbrook with the steal.
Kevin, he didn't turn the ball over once in the first half, but it's been a different story for him since the break.
And that steal led to that easy transition basket.
You know, Steve, they've got those guys reeling a little bit right now.
.115 left in the game. Kobe against Johnson. Outside Rose. That's tipped. Westbrook with the steal.
So a couple of poor possessions now in a row consecutively. Both times turnovers. That's not productive basketball. That's not winning basketball.
No, Clark, you know, you start stringing errors back-to-back together, you lose all momentum in this game.
Backing down is Howard. Over Gasol. No good from Howard. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
Simply need to just stay the course, Kevin. That's it.
It's been a good course so far.
Yep.
That's a dagger. That will probably finish this game.
Yeah, it's over, Steve. Convincing closeout.
Timeout called East All-Stars. They're trailing by 17. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And some changes here for the East. LeBron comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Joe Johnson. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Gasol. Durant comes in for Kevin Love. Steve Nash, he's checked in for...
Wow! Well, they're just trying to run clock now. I mean, this thing is pretty much over.
Yeah, there's nothing but the result to be determined. So it's time to start thinking about the next game now.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. LeBron kicks to Rose. They're moving it around. Wade against Nash. He kicks it to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Rose. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Dishes to Durant. Over Wade. Shot's good by Durant.
Well, you can put this one in the W column. I mean, this is locked up now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they closed this game out exactly like they needed to.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve.
Back to when they used to shape shift and shift right back. Before I picked up the mic and started writing rhymes, I could alter my form at any given time. Shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shape, shift, shift, shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shape, shift, shift, shape, shift. Let me take you back to the start when I first